tonight. We riot tonight. We riot tonight. Space engineers to Minecraft's domain. We'll rock the servers, leave our mark and reign. With PUBG battles and epic fails, we'll conquer the game, leave behind our trails. With emotes ablaze and memes at hand, we'll paint the chat with our wild brand. Rockers rise up and let's cause a scene. In this chat room we reign supreme. With laughter and chaos we'll light the nights. You'll be streaming and we riot tonight. Hell yeah, we riot tonight. We riot tonight. We riot tonight. We riot tonight. Let the rock and roll fill rage. Evil 10 bits flying, time to engage. We're a squad of misfits, united in fun. In the land of Twitch, our victory's won. Rockers rise up and let's cause a scene. In this chat room we reign supreme. With laughter and chaos we'll light the nights. You'll be streaming and we riot tonight. Hell yeah, we riot tonight. So let's raise our emotes and toast to the night. With you and the rockers, we'll take flight. In this digital realm, we'll forever roll. As the mayhem makers of the Cyberdome.
In the depths of the Twitch stream, where the vibes are bright, there's a gaming catastrophe trying with all his might. You'll be fumbling through levels, but he's got one thing right. Chat's there to lift him up through every pixelated fight.
Ruby's cursing at the game, hands trembling on his keys. But chat's filling up his screen with love and good vibes that please.
Through the lag and glitches, they're his greatest expertise. Yubi knows he's got it all, when chat is there to appease. Yubi feels the love from chat, the streamer's shining star. Through every fail and epic fall, they never drift too far. With every emote and pop jam, they heal his broken heart. You'll be extra forever till the gate tears them apart.
Well, I'm sitting here waiting for the lights to turn bright. Got my controller ready, but the stream's taking all night. Yubi's chatting away, but I'm dying to play. Give me that action, can't wait another day. Checking the clock, taking slow like a metronome. Impatiently waiting for Yubi to come on. I'm itching for that game, ready to dominate. These delays got me starting to hate. Oh, you man, won't you hurry up and start the show? Got my fingers twitching and my enthusiasm's flowing. This waiting ain't right, can't take it no more. I need those games, you may open up the door.
The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17. It is rated TV MA LSV and contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
Now, check it out, Vanilla Thunder in the house. Dustin, ready for bed, walking through a forest, throwing from his head, got hair blowing and long. He's dropping jokes and songs of bomb. Oh, science, kinda like milk that's expired. Vanilla Thunder from the plains of Texas. Vanilla Thunder is coming Lexus. Vanilla Thunder, big catastrophe. That's just who he is. Our boy, you'll be stepping up and stepping out. Laps of love, that's what
Helps if you unmute the mic, Uzi. How you doing? Bring that down just a little bit there. How you doing, everybody? It is Wednesday. It is lunchtime. At least it is for me. Had a nice hot dog. Had some tater tots. And now I'm going to sit down and play some guitar. Bring that off there. Feels like it's on. Feels like we're at a decent level today. All right, what do we got? TSA and Brian. That's all you need. That's everything we need right there in one convenient little group. Plus somebody else is hanging out in the. Got somebody else hanging out, voting but not talking, but that's okay. Just a cool, quiet little afternoon. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Feels like the guitar's a touch hot today. Is the guitar hot or is my mic not hot enough? Nah, it sounds fine. Maybe I'm just off today. I'm just having one of those days where just everything is off. Actually, the past couple of days has been that way. So today, the reason why we're starting with the teas is because I was literally using it just a moment ago. Trying to get that track finished up for the teas review. The backing track is done, now the leads, and boy, the leads are taking forever. Sounds good. Check our backing track. Sounds a little low. Hey, CD Nelson, how you doing, big guy? I think we'll go with that and that. B minor. Sounds like I'm a little hot compared to the backing track, I think. Hey, BBM. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing? Tom and Ted. And everybody's showing up. Hey, Torsten. Woo! Everybody just jumped in there. Hey, Tooth. Hey, Ted. Hey, Sean. CD Nelson. How you doing, everybody? That was a pretty good little warm-up there. And yes, indeed, we are playing one of Torsten's guitars right here on the channel. One of the original SBHEs. If you think this sounds awesome, too bad. Those are all sold out right now, from what I hear. I believe Torsten has said. And the new batch, still on the boat, still on the way in. We do not have a name for either of them yet. What interface am I using? I am using a Fifine or Fifine SE. So, Envy is one of the names that we have said. Oh, there are 3 left, but only the oranges. So there you go. There are 3 left, so you can get one, but it's the orange, not the green. You will not be in the cool club like myself and Brian. So, yes, indeed. Get another one rolling, shall we? We did bluesy. Let's do something a little different. You've got one as well. You got one of the greens is also awesome. So yeah, it's going into a significantly more complex chain. I guess we're going to switch into the technical portion, but Tom wants to know, and I love talking about it. So I run my live rig through a program called Cannibal Light, and I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. One moment. Glad I checked it because I actually have a message from my business partner. There we go. So yeah, so we're going into a Cannibal Light, which is Cannibal Light is a VST container. So think of it as basically a DAW without the DAW, without the recording part. And then I run it through. I used to run it through noise suppression, but right now it doesn't. Margaret. That's an interesting suggestion there, Snug. I'll keep that under advisement. I used to have to use a noise suppressor, but I don't anymore. So we're bypassing on that. Just some days I have more RF interface, more RF interference than the other, so I will use noise suppression on those days. I then go into pitch proof, which allows me to pitch shift. Right now it's playing at normal, which I am at tuned down half a step, but I can hit a button and drop to just straight out into the D standard, or I can hit a button and go up to E standard. So that's what that's all pitch proof is for there. I have an auto wah, which I can turn on and off. It's currently on. I hit a button, turns it off. I'm then using THU for my actual amp sim. So I use THU and have several different sounds loaded in. This is a JCM 800 inspired sound there. This is a Soldano inspired. That one is a Blackstar 40. HD40. And then for my clean tones, I have a Fender Twin. And then all of these are also run through I've replaced all the cabinets with custom IRs just to get my own personal tone shaping in there. After that, it rolls through. There's a delay, chorus, reverb, and phaser effects that I can add. I can turn on and off as I wish. And then at the very end, it runs into a mastering compressor. So this is a compressor. Does a compressor and the other one. Basically, just tries to keep the gain from going too high and too low. So that's my chain. So it's not raw into any one particular. I need to do a new video over that because I have several videos on how I set that up, but they're not totally up to date anymore. I've made some changes. How much did it cost for this? Not a single thing. Yeah, so I'm completely digital, Torsten. I have no pedals and no amps. I have no room for them. So what you're seeing here, this where my arms reach out there, and then another 2 inches off the screen, and then 3 or 4 inches back, that's all the room I have. I don't have room for cabs or anything like that. So when I say cost nothing, everything that I'm running on that chain, up to and including the container for itself, is all plugins that are free on the internet. So it's a $0 out of pocket for getting the tone. However, it does require a good interface, and it does require the knowledge for getting all the stuff to set up in here. This is pretty, it's pretty advanced, the stuff that I've done in there. I know. It's and you know what? Here's the most amazing thing about the whole thing, Torsten, is if I dropped another $300-400 into what I've got in here and upgraded all the free stuff into paid versions, I would sound 10,000 times better. Scarlett, yeah, Focusrite Scarlett would work just fine. I had this running under a freaking Rocksmith cable. Now, I had to do some software magic behind the scenes on that. But yeah, Focusrite Scarlett, for sure. Would absolutely work. I'd love a Focusrite Scarlett because it would allow me a better setup. The Fifine that I'm using here, you know, it would. It would actually be cheaper to fly me up there, put me up in a hotel for 2 days, and I would come in and set a digital rig up for you. The Fifine, the problem with it is the output is a single output. So on the left channel is my mic, and on the right channel is my guitar. So I actually have to split the channels off in my software. All right, let's see if we can get something other than blues out of this list here. A Rodecaster Duo might be able to do it. It really depends on the latency is the big thing. So the software, the more you add into the software, the more the latency is. And your latency can never be lower than your input. So as long as you've got a good low latency input, you're going to be fine. Now, your computer's CPU will determine how many plugins you can run at the same time. Let's see what this one sounds like. So that is actually why I use Cannibal Light, because it works best for streaming. Because I don't have to run a DAW. So I can run my MIDI inputs directly into it, and I don't have all the overhead of the recording stuff. Let's dial that in with that. Drop the wah. Central Iowa. This is very true. Wecklam, Steve. It's almost like I know your content as well. Amplitude Max will work just as good as THU will. Didn't realize the ending was coming up on that. That was a much shorter track than I thought. What all did I miss? I missed stuff back in there. You are welcome to pick my brain at any time. Torsten knows my email. If you're asking me, if you're asking somebody else for their email, that's fine. So, did I miss anything else? So yeah, the only reason why I originally used Amplitude 5, but the reason why I jumped off of Amplitude 5 is that I was using Amplitude 5 CS, Custom Shop. And Custom Shop doesn't allow me to use custom IRs. So that's why I got a chance to get THU Essentials for free. They offered it for free for a short period of time, so I jumped on that. That's like a $20 bit of software. So it's not like I was like getting a massively free thing, but it allowed me to load my IRs directly in. Before that, I was running brain no worky, sorry. I was running Amplitude 5 CS, but I was having the cab turned off, and I was running Nadir or Nade IR to run IR models after it, but it wasn't meshing the way I wanted it to, and plus I couldn't change IRs with the with my my amps as easily as I could in a single package. So that's why I use THU. What I really need to do is I need to reach out to Overloud. And yeah, with Max you can run your own IRs, but not in the CS version. I need to reach out to Overloud and IK Multimedia and ask them if they want me to do full demos for their software, because obviously, I mean, I'm one of their bigger proponents here. And see if I can get them to send me some keys so I can get those and do full demos on those. So. See what this one sounds like. But that just goes to show, even if you don't, even if you don't have the paid version and you want to go with Amplitude, you can absolutely still run custom IRs like I'm running. There are solutions. You can just run a additional program to run the IR afterwards. So, that's part of that embrace the suck mentality, where you find a way. And, you know, I said so simple a caveman could do it, Brian. I didn't necessarily mean you were on the caveman's level. This is in G minor. Ooh. That's the deal I was waiting for, Tom. But every time they've had that deal, I have not had $100. Every time I make one, Ted, I don't mind doing a full tech support stream. If we have enough people to support it. Another one that I just kept playing on through it. One of these days I'll actually listen for the endings. I actually do not mind. So yeah, I have several videos, but they're kind of out of date because I keep refining my process for how how my digital chain works. It's an evolution in progress. So a weekly show isn't the worst idea. Maybe a 30-minute stop in. I won't do any playing, but maybe I'll pop in for 30 minutes on Tuesdays right before Ted's stream. You're threatening Ted with a good time if you're threatening to send him more guitars. Hey, Honey Tap, how you doing? But no, actually, you know what? I'll put up a poll. If enough people say yes, Ubi, do a tech show on Pure Digital Guitars, then yeah, that half-hour slot right before Ted's is probably a great spot for it. And God knows I like talking. I like hearing myself talk. I don't know if you guys like it or not, but I do. But the requirement is that I need more cheap polyester straps from Brian. Yeah, we will start from the beginning. That is out of tune, by the way. Oh, was that out of tune? Ubi, you are way out of tune, my friend. Sounds good. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, Torsten. Missing this. The magnets grabbed them and then it just ended up on there and nobody noticed it. I'm sure that rattled like crazy whenever they played. The heck is this rattle? Did you tell them it's the new tees with the free tambourine? You getting the tambourine upgrade? Oh, I shouldn't laugh, but it's hilarious. Now, this really sounds great with on the JCM. That one's an E, isn't it? Or is that in D? That's the one, Will. Fingers don't want to work too. But yes, that was Motley Crue, Will. You actually picked that out. Really good. For my crappy playing. I need something with a little more rock behind it. What time is it? 12:41. You're supposed to send the cheap Allen wrenches, not the good ones, though. Fast Blues. Sounds like contemporary hit Christian. All right, 12 minutes is a little too long for that. Woo! Yes, I like the Reaper. You can definitely say that the Reaper is a guitar that I like. I love that tease though too. I mean, I don't know if you couldn't tell that as well. To answer the question, Ted, yes. Yes, we will be. So we try to play a little each time you film. That's Brian's only chance to play any. Is that he only plays or practice when he's actually filming, which is why he hasn't been doing a lot of films recently. To answer your question, Ted, yes, I am planning on moving out 2 of the guitars that I have in my possession. I will be doing a giveaway at 1K. So yes, the verification here on stream right now, you figured it out. I will be doing a giveaway on 1K, and what my plan is we will draw a winner, and the winner will get to choose between, because I don't expect to be done with 1K until after I've got the Groat done. They can choose either the Groat. We will get that done. We'll get the videos completely done for it. We'll get the everything up and running. Or, and this is the one that was the most soulful one to me, they can choose Candy. Because everything that Candy can do, the Tease does better. Just flat out. The Tease does everything Candy does, only better. Candy's an outstanding guitar. The SBHE is just flat out better. And so because of that, Candy or the Groat are going to be the giveaway. And here's the rub. Whichever one does not get selected by the winner of the giveaway, I'm going to give to another channel that is in need. So I will be taking nominations for other channels that need the helping hand like I got from Jace and Brian to really kind of push my channel up and going. So I do need to reduce the number of guitars I have by 2 because I just flat out don't have the room for them. When I say I don't have room, I'm honest, folks. The room that I have here is what this is. Well, I can tell you exactly how much room I have for playing guitar. I have used physical amps in the past. I do not own a physical amp at the moment. I have about 3.5 feet. Three foot by 3.5 feet. That's how much room I have for my guitar stuff. I'm well over that. As a matter of fact, I got guitar stuff all over this house. Hang your bass in the bathroom. Yes. Hang your bass in the bathroom. That's exactly where you're supposed to do it. So, yeah, no, but Will, yes, I do. I have played physical amps in the past. I had a PV 70-watt PV Studio Reverb that I had for the longest time. It was a great workhorse amp. It was a combo amp. And then I had a trying to figure out exactly. I can't trying to remember what it was. It was one of the crates, but I can't remember exactly which crate it was. But yeah, that's literally all the room I have to work in. That's the main reason why I don't have combination of not being able to afford it and the physical space. I just don't have to have any physical items. I am looking to get one of those either a NuX or one of the other all-in-one pedals that I can hide under the desk. And use that because I need something to take out with me on the road when I do eventually get some gigging stuff going on, which I'm planning on doing at some point. So, yeah. Hey, you know what? Again, Torsten, that's part of that embrace the suck, man. I could say, you know what? I don't have room to play guitar. I don't have room to create. I don't have room to shoot. I don't have room to do stuff. It's all excuses, man. It's all excuses, is what it is. Really, it's if you want to create, if you want to make music, if you want to get serious about doing your stuff, you find a way, and that's what I did. And I'm actually kind of happy with the space that I take up, because that does make my entire setup portable. I need a couple more cases. I have one hard case for the Kona. I have one gig bag, and it would be great if I had another hard case. That way I can, when moving would be a little better. I would prefer a gig bag for gigs, but hard cases for sure, especially when moving, that sort of stuff. I don't have to move anytime soon, but that may be something that may happen in the not too distant future. All right. You know what? We've only got about 6 minutes left. Did you guys want to hear the finished backing track for the tease? For the tease video, which should be coming out tomorrow, theoretically. No, this is a full PC. It's a matter of fact, it's my development / gaming PC, which is now also my music PC. Though I can tame down what I have and run it through a laptop. If it's a significantly beefy enough laptop, I can pull it off. All right, let's bring that up. All right, we will play through. So this is not obviously I haven't finished writing or I haven't finished recording all the lead parts for this, but this is the backing track for a track called Enigma, which is the one that I'm going to be releasing with the SBHE's review, which should be dropping tomorrow unless I don't get this track done, in which case it may drop Friday. Right now, nothing, Tooth. I actually cannot take my setup on the road. Bring the acoustic, I guess. Hey, Keith, how you doing, buddy? We don't even do lines over here, Sean. You have to do appointments. Well, in Texas you did. You not just can do, you have to do appointments in Texas. The guitar part is the rhythm guitar part is all with the T's. The drums are programmed. Yeah, fully double tracked. The drum program is Moto Drums from IK Multimedia. Their free version. So yeah, I have to record, and I have it all figured out what the lead's going to sound like. I have to record it all. But here's the biggest problem: my leads, when I play them, when I record them, I can't play them back well enough to be able to go back and record myself playing that lead, so it will look so fake on the recording that what I have to do is I actually have to record myself. Moto Drums from IK Multimedia, Steve. I have to actually record myself during each take for the leads. Video record myself so that I can sync that up with the actual track whenever I do the video. Otherwise, I can't go back and pretend to play it because, man, I can't do it. I've tried it and it just doesn't work. So it takes me a little bit longer than normal to record the leads. The rhythm is no problem because it's usually just power chords and the like. So. Like I say, Sean, I'll do it for the lead part because again, I can't because I'm trying to make the video look the video itself to look professional. Yeah, I can understand that, BBM. Mine is all programmed via MIDI, so yeah. Like I said, the leads for, like, if you go back and watch the Rise of the Reaper, the lead part, that was a single take for the entire song. No edits, no cuts. It's literally the entire lead part, all recorded in one take. Will not be happening on this one. For one thing, this is a 3.5-minute song, and for another, I got a lot of parts that are a little bit too intricate for me to be able to easily do in a single take. So, yeah. So that's a preview of the at least of the backing track part of the song that will be coming out with the tease review. Again, should be done tomorrow. If I don't have it done, it'll be Friday. It'll be one of those two. So yeah. I think it was a pretty good stream. I'm glad all of you guys came and hung out with me today. Absolutely. You know what? I will get that post up. Thanks, Lucius. I appreciate it. No, I do all of my... You know what? I do both parts at the same time in one cut, Torsten. I never do any editing or any tricks like that whatsoever. That one. So like I said, what I'll do is... I mean, I think you guys have talked me into doing a tech talk, a weekly one. So I think we'll be doing that for starting moving forward. Tuesday night sounds like perfect for us. So yeah, and what I'll do is I'll take those tech talks and I will do. I'll script it out. We'll do, you know what? We'll do 15 minutes of me talking about something. So we'll start like on the first one with like 15 minutes of me talking basics, and then 15 minutes of opening up to questions. And then the next one will be the next step and the next step and the next step. So what we'll do is we'll basically build a chain over a couple of days. And then once those are done, I will edit those all into a video. And then we will do a, after that, we'll keep rolling it, but it will be just all free form questions. So, yeah, we'll start from the very beginning, Torsten. What I really need to do, I may need a week or two to get it set up, because for me to do it right, is to go ahead and get my Mac set up as well, so I can show you both on PC and Mac, because we have people who use in both ecosystems, and there's a little bit of difference between the two of how I would set each up. So we will start from the beginning and go that route. I need to do it. I've already had people ask me to do a full video series for it, and if I do it as a live, I'm more likely to actually do it than just sit down and record it. So yeah, I think we'll do that. Let me work the logistics out on that. Give me a couple weeks, and we'll get that started for sure. And then, of course, obviously, it'll be recorded so that everybody will be able to watch the replays. And once I get done with the series, I will take those individually, cut them, and put them into a single video as well, so as like a teaching. So for sure. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That's how we're going to move things forward. What else we got? This is Wednesday. So is today really Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So obviously tonight we have Brian. We got Searching for Tone. You're gonna want to go check that out. You know what? I totally forgot. Other news before I start shelling other people. I'm starting the community collab project this Friday unless somebody has serious problems with the setup for it. So there's the link. Go check out the project. If everything works great and nobody screams at me via email or anything before Friday will be the start of the community collab project. So I will be making a post over that. Now, having said that, I need to get a link real fast. Oh, we're doing the free-for-all this weekend, huh? Or tonight, huh, Brian? Yeah. So Brian's Searching for Tone is doing the free-for-all. So that will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So hit that link up. And then probably, if you're going to be there, pop over to the Bald Shredders after that. And Wednesday night Wednesday is maybe my favorite streaming day of all. I will. I'm not sure. Let me get all my thoughts straight, Torsten, and then I'll reach out to you on that. Speaking of reaching out, reach out to me about that serial number thing if you still want to do it. So yeah, and then obviously if I get the video done, it'll be dropping Thursday. If not, it'll be Friday. And then again, Friday will be our next live stream back at noon, so we can hang with you during the workday. So once again, thanks everybody for showing up. There's so many of you in there. We'll do a quick mention. Brian, Torsten, Sean, Ted, Will, Steve, Keith, Tom, Lucius popped in for a few moments. BBM was here. Who else we had? Steve Gunner was here. Tooth popped in as well. CD Nelson earlier. Who else did we miss? We missed somebody. I know there's somebody else up here I've missed. If I missed you, I missed you. I apologize. Quick shout out to the Patreons. We do have Brian and look, Brant was here for like the last 10 seconds. Awesome. Great job. Brian and Steve, the Patreon members, thanks for supporting me for that. Pop over to Patreon and follow me there. Let me do one more shill. And just join the free tier. If you do nothing, join the free tier because YouTube's notifications are kind of spotty at best. So I also send a notification out on Patreon, and that seems to actually get there for people so that you know that we're going live when we are going live. And plus, I drop like the backing tracks and stuff. I drop all that in the free tier stuff. So pop over there, join that. You don't even have to be active. Just use it for notifications if you need to. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Remember, you need to embrace that suck. Get out there and create. I appreciate you being on my guitar journey. I need you to go out, continue your guitar journey, put it out there somewhere, and tag me so I can be a part of it. Let's all make the world better with some music. Thank you for watching.